What's going on, CNNers? Welcome to Chad News Now. Cue intro music. Taylor Swift. What's the beef? So ever since T Swift started showing up to Chiefs games, she's been getting a ton of media attention, much to the chagrin of fantasy squads and male football fans. And a lot of these dudes have been majorly PO'd. Now, Swift responded to the criticism saying, "I'm just there to support Travis. I have no awareness if I'm being shown too much and pissing off a few dads, Brads, and Chads." Tay, I've done nothing but support you. I even bought my girlfriend a bootleg era sweatshirt. And you know what? I was a T Swift fan first and a football fan second. And I'm feeling like that order might just switch around, sister. Okay? If you don't want me, then I don't want you. So you know what, Taylor? Hi, I'm Chad. The problem is not me. Maybe it's time you start rooting for the anti-hero, Tay. Because honestly, it seems strange to target your key demos boyfriends. I mean, who do you think is driving them to your concerts? Certainly not Brittany Mahomes. Guys, I'm about to call another Chad to show just how hurtful her words were.
Go for Chad.
Chad's Chad.
Yeah, buddy.
Dude, so talking to the audience about this hurtful thing that T Swift said, I know this really affected you personally as well, being a Chad.
You know, I appreciate you reaching out during these trying times, Chad. Obviously, I don't know about your upbringing, but as a 6'4", white, tall, straight male named Chad from Greenwich, Connecticut, I often thought to myself, could I ever be offended? Could I ever be offended? And last week, we answered that question with a big fat yes, thanks to T Swift and those hurtful comments.
Yeah. Talk about a gut punch. I mean, I still feel it. The fact that you felt hurt, that hurts me too.
I think that hurts our whole community.
Yeah.
And I've been very vocal in the past about being a Swiftie. I was a huge fan of folklore. Kind of got me through COVID. And I've even been open publicly to the idea of Taylor and I dating possibly, but I got to take that offer right off the table and rescind it. And I don't know if I'm going to ever be able to separate the art from the artist anymore. You know, that's the big paradox. It's if you know, My Tears Ricochet comes on, am I catching feelings to that, or am I changing the channel? How are you holding up?
You know, it's been a tough week, and to throw such hate at one of your key demos boyfriends is it's very hurtul. So yeah,
I think it's disrespectful, and it's not just the chats. She got the Brads and the dads.
I mean, that's like half of America.
Yeah, and I don't, you know, it's crazy because instinctually I want to start calling her Karen Swift. Wow. But you know what? You know what that's doing?
What?
The same thing that she did to us.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not calling her Karen Swift. I refuse to call her Karen Swift. But I think people get the gist of what I'm saying.
Yeah. And you know what? I commend you for taking the honorable road there. And I want to thank you for hopping on this call and airing this out, because I think it's nice to hear from true Chads how this affected them.
Yeah, and I just think before I go, I just want to say to the fellow brethren, to the Chads, the dads, and the Brads, just, you know, let's all just check in on each other, you know, be there for each other during these trying times, and then I think that we can get through to the other side.
Thank you, brother.
All right, Chad, take care.
All right, have a good one, Chad. And while she was saying such hurtful words about Chads, she also resurfaced the Kim K beef in her Time magazine article. So what happened between Taylor Swift and Kim Kardashian? Well, for those of you who don't know, in Kanye's song Famous, he references T Swift saying, "I feel like me and Taylor might still have sex. Why? I made that bitch famous." Strong lyrics for sure. And then T Swift was like, "Yo, Kanye never called and asked for permission." But then Kim hit back and was like, "What, bitch? Yes, he did." And then Kim released some Snapchat videos of the phone call in question being like, "Mic drop, here's the permission. What now, T-Swizz?" So then Big T got a massive metaphorical pop culture tar and feathering. And then Tay-Tay was obviously hurt by this invasion of space, and all these people coming at her being like, "Yo, Tay, you ain't it." And being told you ain't it, That just ain't it. On top of that, it later came out that the footage was edited and recorded illegally to make T-Swizz look bad. So then Kim K responded to this being like, whatevs. She manipulated the truth, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Flash forward to now, T-Sweezy had this to say about the matter. Make no mistake, my career was taken away from me. You have a fully manufactured frame job in an illegally recorded phone call, which Kim Kardashian edited and then put out to say to everyone that I was a liar. That took me down psychologically to a place I'd never been before. I moved to a foreign country. I didn't leave a rental house for a year. I was afraid to get on phone calls. I pushed away most people in my life because I didn't trust anyone anymore. I went down really, really hard. So Tay, you know what it feels like to be betrayed, misrepresented, and dismissed publicly, so why are you coming after the dads, Brads, and Chads? It's honestly super hypocritical to defile us when she's claiming to be so hurt. Taylor, we represent the basic whites. You are the female Chad. We need to come together and squash this beef over brunch. The bottomless mimosas are on me. I'll leave you with this. When you find everything you've been looking for, I hope your life leads you back to my front door. I made Rezzy's a catch. I hope to see you there, Queen. Up next, did John Kerry rip ass at the climate change summit? After these words, don't go anywhere.
Then I'm going to count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to shoot me. Hat's going to hit the ceiling. Hold my breath. Down, ball, dunk, land, and bow. Okay, here we go. First countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. All right, we're stopping. No, we're not.
So during a recent climate change summit, John Kerry seemed to cut the cheese during his monologue. Let's watch it here.
Well, I find myself getting more and more militant because I do not understand how adults who are in position of responsibility can be avoiding responsibility for taking away those things that are killing people on a daily basis. And the reality is that the climate crisis and the health crisis.
Now that is a slap in the face of climate change. You know, this was a strategic move by John. He's showing the lethal effects of greenhouse gases by lighting up his Dutch oven. I respect his show don't tell policy. But John, you need to show that you're a person of responsibility and spread one cheek to keep it silent. Next up, does J-Lo have the best booty in the world? After a word from our sponsors. Don't go anywhere. What's up, guys? I'm here to tell you about this fresh, dank new merch that's available for a limited time only at shop.chadandjt.com. That's my girlfriend. Love you, babe. Guys, get on this today. You won't regret it. It's so legit. And Small Dong Shame, what up? It's official, dudes. After a rigorous study, it has been declared that J-Lo has the best tushy in the game. So according to an article, a bunch of dudes came together for the study. Coors Light and Bugles were served. The head of the study, Chuck, said they each had a beanbag chair, watched a slideshow, and discussed ass for 5 hours on a Tuesday afternoon in his den. He says, quote, "We almost came to blows debating between Shakira, Kim K, and J-Lo. Ultimately, we decided to go by authenticity." So the researchers say that science played an integral role in the booty declaration. Self-declared ass man Robert said they went by certain metrics, including overall shape, buoyancy, and cheek spreadability. And to prevent verbal and even physical aggression, votes were held like a silent auction as men raised their paddles. An anonymous expert said, "I've been into keister for as long as I can remember. I've analyzed enough to have an expert opinion. I just really like ass." This might be the best study of all time. Just throwing this out there. If you guys need an intern, I'm available for research purposes. All right. Next up, what happens when you watch Magic Mike on an airplane? After these words. Guys, I'm here to let you know about our sponsor, Roback. Roback, so fired up on you guys, just being the sponsors for the freaking Chad News now. Guys, first off, use promo code Chad for 20% off. You can get, look at this. This is a Roback fleece. I have a green one. I have a navy blue one. I have a nice pattern one. The winter is here and you want to look fresh. Strider was so fired up on these that he's like, dude, get me one of those. I got him one. He looks fresh to death. Check him out, guys. Roback is my favorite clothing company, okay? Most of all, they're good people. They love dogs. And on top of that, they have amazing products. Look at this. I wear this all the time. I get compliments on this all the time. The sickest golf shirts, the best workout clothes. I use their clothes to work out. It's incredible. Guys, I cannot sing their praises enough. Roback. Get on the Roback train today. Use promo code CHAD for 20% off your order. You know, this is high quality news. This is the top news channel in the country. Just throwing that out there for the universe to manifest into that for the future. But This is the top news channel in the country, and I choose Roback. I choose to rep Roback because they're the best. I love you guys. Roback, you're the best. What up? Let's get back to the show. All right. So recently a woman was watching Magic Mike, the steamy Channing Tatum movie about male strippers on an airplane. So while she was watching, she noticed the passenger next to her was also watching, and she's like, ooh, this lady also has an interest in cum gutters. Then her neighbor passed her a note saying this, quote, if you want to accept his offer, you may pray this prayer. Dear Lord Jesus, I realize I am a sinner, and I believe you bled and died to pay the price for my sin. I believe that you rose from the dead and you live forevermore. Please forgive me and come to my heart and save my soul. I pray this in Jesus' name. Amen. Dude. First off, is air humping a sin? Who's to say? But I do know that Jesus had a Magic Mike physique, so props to him on that. What up? This is like the time I was like an hour deep into Fast and the Furious on an airplane. Then this woman handed me a dictionary, and I was like, what the hell is this? And she's like, save yourself. And I'm like, save myself? This is Brazil, lady. Take your big words and hit the library. Bounce. And she did. Honestly, I wish I could have ejecto-seated that lady off the plane. Next up, IKEA has huge balls on its menu. Don't go anywhere.
Thank you. I love you. I knew it the minute I met you. I'm sorry it took so long for me to catch up. I just got stuck. Pat. I wrote that a week ago.
You wrote that a week ago?
Yes, I did.
You let me lie to you for a week?
I was trying to be romantic.
You love me?
Yeah, I do.
And we're back. All right. Okay. So, Swedish furniture store IKEA has announced its jumbo turkey-sized meatballs, saying it's big, it's tasty, it's a proper Christmas showstopper. Okay. So, IKEA is calling them turkey-sized, which begs the question, do dudes in Turkey have huge balls? Or are they talking about the Thanksgiving bird? Is that why they can't fly? Like their huge balls are weighing them down? No wonder we celebrate Thanksgiving. But I must say, we've been roasting the wrong side of the turkey. I mean, why are we fighting over white or dark meat when we can all indulge in their balls? My number one cue is if I start eating IKEA balls, will I become IKEA king? Because if so, I'm starting right away. All right, now before we hop into the tanning and finance report, I want to give a shout out to our 69th subscriber on YouTube, Jeffrey from Atlanta. There he is, dude. This guy is number 69. And I think I speak for the entire station and the entire Chad News Now audience when I say, nice. Shout out to Jeffrey from Atlanta. You're a legend. All right, let's hop into the weather after these words.
If you can't change a situation, change your perception of it. Remember, most of your stress comes from the way you respond, not the way life is.
All right, now for the tanning report, let's look at the best places to tan in the country. Whew. Whew. Chilly. Look, I mean, the South is always going to reign supreme. I'm talking SoCal to South Florida. I mean, 72, 70s, low 70s. I mean, not ideal for deep bronze, but you can still maintain your tan. So if you want to maintain your base, go to South Florida, South Texas, Southern California. You can at least maintain your base. But guys, we are in the belly of the beast right now. I saw footage of myself and I was like, oh, daddy needs the bronze, okay? I'm not afraid to admit it. So I want to encourage all of you to get out there and stay bronzed. You know? Do a 6-hour sesh. We're in the holidays right now. You have time on your hands. Instead of seeing your family, why don't you work on your tan? I mean, what's better, talking to a distant cousin you haven't seen in 5 years, or getting a sick bronze and showing up to the holiday parties and people are like, whoa, dude, you are a golden god. You might as well whip your hog out and say, suck it. But don't do that. But if you're tan enough, you might be able to pull it off. Okay, I'm getting a little off track here, but guys, I want you to maintain your stoke during these trying times. Tough times, but you can do it, okay? That tan can be maintained. And now for the finance report. Let's see how the finances are doing in the country. Hot dog! Mr. Dow is back at it again. What is up, dude? Yes, yes, yes. He's back green. You know, I got scared there for a week. I was like, is the Dow, did he peak? You know, are we going to have to look to a new guy like Jones? Oh, wait. Dow is Jones. Are we going to have to look to Mr. 500? Nope, not today, friend. So, guys, I know I said take all your money out of the Dow last week. Now I'm going to say put all that money back in because we buy high and we sell low. Okay, and if you want to be crushing it financially, put all your money into the Dow and you will see a massive, massive return. Unless it goes red again next week, then I'd say pull your money out. I mean, this is finance, you know. Green is go, red means stop, pull in, pull out. Just like boning. Guys, I want to thank you for joining me on this broadcast. I'm open to suggestions, you know, if you got whatever you think you'd like to see more of, less of, ways to boost viewership. You know, this is a new channel we're starting, so I'm all ears. And I just want to say thank you sincerely to everyone who's watching. I'm so stoked on you all. So stoked on this news thing. You know, we're informing the world of Stoke, and it's a noble, noble pursuit. And I love you all. Thank you all for watching and listening. And now we're going to have Brittany dance us on out. Brittany?